Now we're going to move towards continuing with the approach phase, but we're going to move closer and closer to contact here. Step and brace, step and drive. As we uncoil out of our stance and take a step, we need to land that step on the inside part of the shoe. That's what we mean by bracing. I'm going to run this forward in slow motion. And you're going to watch the offensive lineman on the right here. He's going to take a step to the right and brace, keeping that knee inside the ankle. The reason you need to brace is because on your second step, you need to transition your weight forward directly at the defender you're trying to block. So we go step and brace, and now we reset, and we're going to go step and go. Step and brace, step and go when there's no defender to hit. Step and brace, step and drive when there is a defender, and I think you're going to see it here in both ways. So here's an off-season type of drill, or a drill you do early on in practice to warm up. Step and brace. The guy on the right here is excellent. Let's watch him one more time. Step and go. Again, land the inside half of your shoe. Keep the knee inside the ankle. Now, here we go. Same drill. Now we're on the boards. We've got defenders out in front. Step and brace, chest over thigh. On your first step, pulling your elbows to your ribs. On your second step, driving your hands to the chest plate of the defender. Whip the arms. After you strike the defender, it becomes fit and walk. At the top of the board, it could become fit and weave. So all the drills will start hopefully to get together here to give us our drive block, which will be coming up next. Step and brace. Here we go. Watch him again. Step and go. Lift. Good. Notice he's trying to lift the defender. Lift the defender after contact. That's very good. Chest over thigh. Step and go. Lift the defender. Now we've got some angled steps, but it's the same drill. Chest over thigh on the first step. Elbows to the ribs. Second step goes forward toward the defender. Drive your hands to the chest plate of the defender and lift. Now we'll move into our drive block. We'll put all the pieces together from stance to step to brace to shooting our hands to the defender to contact. On our drive block, we take a play side number target. So here's Big Mike. He's a left guard. He's got a defender on his outside shoulder. We are running a play, whatever the play is, that aims right down his back. It could go outside of him. It could go inside of him, but he is at the point of attack. We take our first step and put our nose on the play side number, or the outside number in this case. We do that to threaten the leverage of the defender. By threatening the leverage of the defender, he doesn't know if it's a drive block or a reach block at this point. So he has to escape to his outside to keep from getting reached. So even though it's not a reach block, we're going to influence him like it is. And then as he tries to escape, that will create movement. Now he's moving sideways instead of forward, and we can drive him off the ball because we know where the ball is and he doesn't. So I'm going to bring this back one more time, and I'm going to let it run. So you're going to see here, Big Mike is going to put his nose on the play side number or the outside number. We're going to pull our elbows to our ribs. We're going to shoot our hands to the defender. We're going to brace off our play side foot or our left foot here, and then we're going to shoot our hands to the defender and lift. Now we're going to do the same thing here from the side. I'll pull it back one time here. Elbows to the ribs, hands to the defender. Now lift. Small steps, heel replaces toe. Here's another example of a drive block going the other way, to the right. Now I'm just going to let this one run. You can, again, rewind it in your office. After your drive block, now we go to the reach block. Very little difference in terms of your approach. Very little difference in terms of your contact. Most of the differences between a drive block and a reach block occur in the follow-through phase of the block. What we're going to do is still take a play side number target. We're still going to strike the defender on the chest plate. We're still going to brace on our first step, go forward on our second step. Again, the difference in the follow-through is now we will follow through with more play side hand pressure, and we're going to work to clear our hips through the play side gap. Clear our hips through the play side gap. That was excellent. The defender went with him a little bit. Here the defender doesn't go with him, so now he works up the field with his hips. Now we'll go to the right. Again, you can rewind this in your offices. That last one there, he got a little bit too turned in his hips going to the outside. His body could be a little bit more square. You probably noticed that as they get the defender reached, they try to free up their play side hand. They do that again so that they don't get turned back to the inside. We try and keep them from getting their shoulders turned as much as we can. And that really takes us through all of our one-on-one run blocks, our drive block, our reach block. We spend a lot of time on those first drills, the follow-through drills, because the reality is after you get them to contact, that's what makes your plays successful, is your lineman, your offensive lineman's ability to make and sustain contact. Now we're going to move into some other areas of offensive line play, the first of which being the guard tackle double team or double teams in general. I think we'll see a couple different ones here. And I put these on the tape to hopefully help you as you go through your practice. Hopefully some of this stuff will be successful. I don't know if you will get to this in your HSPD program or your JSPD program, but I thought this would be good for your coaches to have, so I put it on here. In all double teams, you've got a lifter. That is the lineman who is covered. And you've got a driver. That is the lineman that is uncovered. And we are constantly trying to lift with the covered lineman. And by lift, I mean take the top of our shoulder pad and put it under the bottom of his number. So if you watch the offensive lineman on the bottom here to the right of the block, he's the covered lineman, he's the lifter. So you see he takes a step with his right foot, and then he takes that shoulder and tries to lift the defender on his way to the linebacker. So you'll see all sorts of different double teams here. Here you'll see the lift, there we go, and off. The backside defender in the double team is trying to drive his head across. That's a little bit more of a zone double team. Here's a double team with movement. Here, as the number 76 goes to lift the defender, he slants across his face, so we take him, and 72 goes to the linebacker. Here we'll have some center guard double teams. Again, they're double teams, so we still have a lifter and a driver. The lifter, top of the shoulder pad, bottom of the number. I think that's critical in terms of moving that defensive lineman off the first level. There's a nice job by 76.